Hey you guys, Desmond here,
And LaCresha.
and welcome back to the channel. And today we are here to discuss RuPaul's Drag Race UK Series 4, Episode 6. It's Snatch Game. And before we get into it, just want to remind everyone to like, comment, and subscribe. We really do appreciate all the love and support that you have been giving this channel. So please, 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 if you haven't, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We are so close to our goal of 500 subscribers. We would love you to the moon and back. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So Miss Ma'am, Miss Cashapp, what do we think of this episode? The whole episode as a whole.
Oh, this episode was a little, I'm gonna say like a little less exciting.
I still enjoyed this episode. I
But
thought we had a good
yeah.
episode. But yeah, it wasn't like my favorite episode of the season, but I still think this was a pretty decent episode. I do. But let's go ahead and share this here screen so we can get up into this gig. So we start off after Baby's departure. They're coming in and Dakota's just discussing, you know, how much she's gonna miss Baby. And I want to give Cheddar props because, you know, she said she was just so proud of Baby for putting her mental health first.
Yes.
And I'm like, I love that there's support for Baby during this moment. Because they really could have been in there and be like, she was this, I can't believe, you know,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
like,
because they could have went so many bad ways.
it could have. But Danny basically told Dakota, you need to get it together, or I'm gonna get canceled for attacking you.
At least they're self-aware.
So it's the next day in the wicker room. They come in, they're sitting down, they're like, oh, we're halfway there.
Yeah.
Jonber'S still does not have a badge. And like she's been doing good the past few weeks, but I'm like, girl, you really got to push it over the top so that you can get you a win, honey. I have you in my top 4. I mean, my top 3. I'm gonna need you to get there, okay?
Right? Deserve it.
But she's
I got her in my top 3 too.
I'm like, she's been doing good, so like, but just do better.
Do better.
And
Black Pepper, not gonna safe our way to the top today.
Yeah. So Black Pepper basically was saying, you know, I started off this competition strong. I've had a few weak moments, but I'm ready to get back in there, kill it, and win this crown, honey. We need you to get it together as well. Okay. We know how this episode is going. So we really need you to get it together. Okay.
Okay.
So RuPaul said Her Majesty done already had hers and comes in and announces that
According to Wikipedia, RuPaul on
okay, Google
is an American drag.
I was not talking to you.
Sorry, deleting it now.
Yeah.
It should be gone in a moment.
Goodness gracious. But RuPaul announced that, you know, this week is the Snatch Game. But from her little, you know, Ru-mail thing, I would have thought we were finna do a dance challenge. Like, are we finna do some Strictly Come Dancing up on this stage, honey?
Hey.
Finna do a waltz and a cha-cha. I was gonna say, okay, it gives me very much season 7 when they did that, you know, the half and half, and they did the ballroom dancing. Yeah, like, okay, cool. But no one.
I would love for that to come back.
Yeah, and no one is supposed to be Snatch Game. I'm like, you could have gave them a little bit more of a hint because they're all sitting there like, are we finna dance?
Right?
But it is time for the Snatch Game. So as they're getting ready for the Snatch, they brought in 2-time Snatch Game winner, Bag of Chips.
Bag of Chips.
Because, you know, Bag of Chips is stunning. But she really is stunning here. I love this wig. I love this suit that she's having on right here. This is a good look for you, Bagga. Good look.
Good look.
So I want to know how you feel about Pixie Polite portraying Dame Shirley Bassey, that's her name. A Black character. How do you feel about this whole situation? Because while you get your thoughts together, I was of 2 minds. The first mind was like, okay, you know, we've had some Black people portray white characters, you know, Bob, Dick, Carol Channing, and you know, Tace's character from UK season 2 was a white woman. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, as long as she's not being disrespectful, I'm okay with it. Here's the issue I have with what Pixie said. She said this line right here. I think there's so much more to Shirley that it doesn't need to be about her race. Excuse me? What do you mean? What do you mean?
But she is who she is because of her race.
That
Like,
part.
that's what makes her personality pop the way that it does.
That really bothered me. If she would have just did the argument, we've had other characters portray different races, which we have. And
Right.
I was okay with it at first. It was just this answer gave very all lives matter. And that just, I wanted to choke her.
Don't do it. Don't choke her.
And I like Pixie. She's been doing a really good job in this competition.
Mm-hmm.
But this moment really just didn't sit right in my spirit. So I want to know from the audience, honey, let us know down in the comments how you felt about the moment. Because like I said, I'm okay with it. It was just this, like if she would have just
that
said,
comment just made it seem disrespectful.
Yeah, like if she would have just left it as, I think I could really portray her very well without doing any stereotypes, et cetera, et cetera. Whatever.
Right.
I would have been like, okay, cool, go ahead, girl. But when you said
do your thing,
it doesn't need to be about her race.
We're not making it about her race. We're just saying, like, do you think
you can portray the character appropriately?
Exactly, without doing blackface.
Which I didn't think she was gonna do blackface. I was like, no, she ain't gonna do no blackface, honey.
No, that would be
no, she ain't gonna do that.
horrible.
She got enough sense not to do that, honey. She got enough sense.
Or else she'd have got canceled and they'd have edited her out of every episode.
Yeah. I knew she wasn't gonna do that. It's just this was a real insensitive comment, and I really hope somebody or in her circle makes her understand how this was an insensitive comment.
Mm-hmm.
Because it really irritated me. It really did. And she's such a fabulous, larger than life national treasure, and she did not
backhanded comments.
Yeah. Anyway, we move on to Danny Beard and Jonber'S blonde here. Danny, oh my goodness, she struggled with picking a character here.
She really did.
And it was really a shocker for me to see Danny struggle.
Right, because she's done so well in every other kind of acting.
And I'm like, oh honey, this Snatch game, she finna eat.
I thought she was gonna be the winner.
Nope. And then RuPaul really pissed me off when she suggested that Jonber'S do St. Patty.
Yeah.
An Irish stereotype. Just because she's Irish, you want her to play an Irish stereotype. RuPaul, you gotta do better. Now, if she would have came up and be like, oh, I'm gonna do St. Patty, this. Okay, cool. Follow her lead. But you, as a man of color, suggest that an Irish person portray an Irish stereotype. That didn't sit right with my spirit either. It did not. Now, granted, she was a good sport about it, and she went on to go slay it. But it was just, I'm not sure if I would have switched over. I'm like, why are you trying to play me a stereotype? At the same time, we know make Ru, do what Ru wants, and Ru will reward you. And as you saw, she was rewarded. So yeah, that just really bothered me. I just wanted to bring those two moments up real quick. So let's get to Strictly Come Snatch Game. Here's RuPaul, and we are on the main stage this time.
Yeah.
Which I thought it was very weird, but I come to find out. You know how on France, when they did the acting challenge, you could see the set in the workroom? Apparently, the Snatch Game set has always been on the main stage. It's just with the backdrop and everything, you can't tell they're on the main stage.
Oh.
Now, I think the only one that actually has a set for a Snatch Game is America. Everybody else, it happens on the main stage. It's just, they have the set and the backups where you can't tell they're actually on the main stage. So I guess this season they're like, forget it. But we're joined by AJ Adudu. I hope I'm saying your name correct, honey. And Tess Daly. So they were fun. I really enjoyed them too.
Yes, really they were great.
So let's meet the stars, well, the celebrities that are going to be playing Snatch Game. Up first, we have Cheddar Gorgeous as Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth the first, not the second, y'all. A lot of people were confused. No, this is the first one, not the one that just recently passed.
Right.
The first one.
I know that's the only one some of y'all know.
Because I saw some people online, no, honey, wrong Queen Elizabeth.
Right. They were
Queen
like,
Elizabeth.
when did she ever look like that?
But what did you think of Cheddar's performance as Elizabeth the First?
Oh, she was hilarious.
Oh, she ate.
Yeah.
Oh, she ate. And then the teeth gag, I almost fell. I was watching here on my couch. I almost fell off my couch. I'm like, no. But yeah, she did a really good job. Up next is LaFille as Marie Kondo. I really wish she would have went with Posh Spice.
Right.
Because when they were in the workroom and she's like, oh, I do Posh Spice, I've done her so many times here, there, and the third. And then she's like, but I want to push the limit. No, honey, do what you do.
Exactly.
This is not the place to experiment, honey.
At all. And she could have did Marie Kondo a lot funnier than she did. She could have made her a psychopath.
Something. And it's just like, if you do a good Posh Spice, this ain't the place to change that up, honey.
Okay.
If I do a great Judge Judy impersonation, I'm not gonna change it up when I get the Drag Race. I don't do a good Judge Judy. Like, if I were to ever get on Drag Race, help me when it comes to Snatch Game, because only God knows what I'm finna get up there and do. Y'all, if y'all see me stretching during the episode, that's me getting ready, because I'm gonna be lip syncing. But
Uncle Phil.
No, me. If I were
No, I'm saying Uncle Phil.
Oh, Uncle Phil. Not Uncle Phil. But yeah, so you should have stuck with Posh Spice if it was good as what you say it was, because it could have been just as bad as your Marie Kondo.
Right.
And then I've been sitting there like, well, you should have went with Marie.
just can't please you.
Then up next is Danny Beard as Cilla Black. Here's my thing about this one. She gave the delivery like it was funny. And I think that's what saved her.
Yes.
Because she truly felt like what she was saying was going to get a laugh. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I appreciate the commitment, but it's not funny. It's not funny. What did you think of this Snatch Game performance?
I had the same opinion, because I was just like, something is not right here. Don't know what it is. And then I'm like, well, she was struggling to find a character, so I'm pretty sure she was just like totally and completely ill prepared.
Yeah. We're moving on to Pixie Polite as Dame Shirley Bassey. And she did not do a good job.
No.
And she kept trying to make that diamond thing work. And I'm like, I understand that was part of her character, but that's not the only thing you could have done about Dame Shirley.
And that's where a lot of people get tripped up. You take one aspect of somebody's personality and you're just like, oh, this is their whole personality. And I'm like, no, it's not.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
That's hot.
Dakota Schiffer as Pete Burns 8.
8.
This was so freaking good. I was really well, we'll talk about how the placements fell this week, but she did such an amazing job, and I did not expect Dakota to do a good job at Snatch Game.
And what did she do for the lip filler?
I think it's just,
I know there's a lot of overdrawing.
Yeah, I think that's basically
she has no upper lip. Like, the brown part is overdrawing.
Yeah.
And no upper lip.
Maybe she did that whole water bottle thing that makes your lip
the Kylie Jenner challenge.
Yeah, maybe she did that. I don't know.
Because I've done overdrawing too to make my top lip look bigger.
But yeah, she really did such an amazing job. She really did. Woo-wee.
The funny thing is, they look just like him.
For real. Black Pepper really got the look of Lil Nas X.
But
honestly, I think I would have saved this for because the runway was Tickle Me Pink.
Right.
I think I would have came up with something else and hit the runway with this.
Right.
But yeah, this was bad. I thought it was funny when he called RuPaul Daddy. I laughed. That was the only laugh.
Right.
That was the only laugh Black Pepper
That was
got
the
out of it.
only laugh they landed, but
That was it. That was it. That was it. But you got the look down, and it was weird hearing Black Pepper with an American accent.
right.
Like she had it down. It was a pretty good one.
It
But
was
it was
a
just
really
so
good one.
weird. It was so weird. And then last but definitely not least, we had Jonber'S Blonde as Saint Patty. She did a really good job embodying the
Yes.
character. I just hate that she had to fall into a stereotype
In
for
order to do
RuPaul,
it.
but she did a really good job. So
Yes.
got to give her props for that. So in the workroom, before we get to the runway, we have a really important conversation with
Mhm.
Cheddar Gorgeous, just bringing up HIV and AIDS again, trying to get the stigma around HIV erased because it's true. Honestly, we can't be in 2022 and still not understand that undetectable means untransmissible. If the
Mhm.
person is taking care of themselves, they can't transmit the virus. It's not the death sentence that it was in the 80s and 90s.
Right.
We have so many modern medicines, and even rumor has it there's a vaccine that they're working on. Like it's damn near like they're to the part where they're testing it on humans. Don't quote me on that. But I saw that and I was just like, come on, y'all. And I
Mhm.
know there's still a lot of things because I still see a lot of people who say I prefer clean people. That annoy me to my core. That annoys me. What do you mean you prefer a clean person? I can understand you want to be with somebody who doesn't have an STD, but when it comes to HIV,
Mhm.
as I've stated before, as long as they're taking care of themselves, they're taking their medicine, and if they're undetectable, that means the virus cannot come to you.
Right.
So it just grow up. Honestly, grow up, people. That's really what really just grow the fuck up, please. Please.
They don't want to.
But I appreciate Cheddar for bringing up this conversation again because this is a conversation that needs to keep happening until the stigma
Over and
around
over and over
HIV.
again.
Yeah,
Yep.
until the stigma around HIV is gone. So I appreciate you, Cheddar, for bringing up this conversation and your runway tonight. Well, we'll get to that.
Woo.
We'll get to that. But first, we have Mama Ru. I like it.
It made her look a little pudgy.
It's not even that. It makes her look short. That's what it is. This does nothing for her legs. This slit does nothing for her. It
Yep,
shrinks her.
especially with itty bitty ankles.
Yeah, it shrinks her. And I think that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I still like it though. It's just this gown makes her look small.
I guess she was like, I guess I could give y'all the other leg. Keep it closed.
Yeah. Because see, this right here, lovely.
Yes.
But this just makes her look small. This do.
I think it might be the angle that they were filming.
Maybe, because you could tell, maybe. I'll agree with that. Maybe it's the angle. But yes, looking lovely, room. We're joined by Michelle, Alan Carr again. I'm so glad we're getting a lot of Alan this season. Thank y'all. It's like they're listening. It's like they're listening.
What did Christian and Desmond say they wanted again? More Al. Okay, bet. Let's put more Alan in there.
My favorite Spice Girl was there.
Melby, if you want to be my lover.
I loved the Spice Girls growing up. I in particularly loved Mel B, Scary Spice. She was my favorite. Honestly, I'm not sure if it's because she was the black one, but I wouldn't be shocked if it, that's why I, kind of went her direction because she is black. But I love the dig that she made to Michelle. She's like, I did Dancing with the Stars and was a runner up. Second place. I was robbed, which she was. She was.
Yeah.
You couldn't.
She was.
I remember watching that season. I'm like, ain't no way Mel B ain't winning. Baby, that's back when I had to get the landline out. Do. Okay. Do. Okay, read out. Baby, I had to get the landline out for her. Babe, no. Oh, she was robbed. Oh, she was robbed. If they do another All Stars, which come on, US Dance with the Stars, it's time for another All Stars. Y'all better contact Mel B. I'm not sure if she wants to do it, y'all, but y'all better contact her. But anyway, I'm so glad Mel B's here. She's the reason why I have a tongue piercing. Let's continue on. Oh, tonight the category is Tickled Pink. And at first we had Dakota Schiffer.
Oh my God. This was amazing.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
The legs are legging.
Yes.
I love
without
this.
stockings.
And without them, I hate you.
Yes.
God, as many scars and stuff I got on my legs, I'm gonna have to put the tights on, okay?
Right.
Because I have for those you know this, but a lot of people don't know, I have a huge burn scar on the bottom half of my right leg. So yeah, I definitely would have to tighten up. Ooh, but I love it. I love this. I love this cape situation here. This hair.
The hair, the wig.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Yes. And she still looks like she got a top lip.
Yeah. Up next is Black Peppa. I didn't really care for this.
Yeah.
I really didn't. I forget. I was watching a review. I can't remember whose review I was watching. But
Maddie?
they said, huh?
Was it Maddie?
No, it wasn't Maddie's. I haven't watched Maddie's yet. I don't even think Maddie did theirs yet. But somebody said this looked like this was 3 pieces to 3 different outfits. And I'm like, yes.
It does.
The headpiece, the top, and the bottoms all look like it's from 3 different outfits. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. It might have been the Roscoe's review. I think it was Roscoe's. I think it was. But yeah, and I saw that. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I see that. I see that.
Yeah.
This looks like this came from 3 different outfits. And like this pants situation, if you would have committed to this and made that the full outfit, oh, that would have ate.
Right. Or made it like Little Nas X adjacent.
That would have ate. But yeah, Black Peppa, this just wasn't it for me, okay? But you did have candy floss for us Americans, cotton candy.
Cotton candy.
But did have some candy floss up in there, which was cute. I'm like, okay, that's cute. That's cute. Up next is Pixie Polite. It's nice, but we've seen it so many times on Drag Race at this point.
Yeah.
We see it every episode at the beginning. But you know, we've had several people actually do this look.
Right.
So yeah, it's nice, but we've seen it. You know what I'm saying? But I do love the wig that sticks out. Look at that, honey. That's why I got this side piece here. That ponytail is ponying, okay? I was living for that. But the rest of it, I'm like, yeah, we've seen it. It still gets a 2. But it's just like a soft one. Like, well, we've seen it. But you did a good job.
Yes.
Amazing. Silence equals death.
Yes.
And then the stories behind the pink triangles. I was educated because I knew nothing about that.
Right?
Nothing. And I love when I could be educated on history that I should know. That I should know. But yeah. The only thing is, I wish she would have gave us like some pointy pink nails here, you know, to fully, you know, be like, you know, give us the full. Other than that, that was just me nitpicking. The rest of this is amazing. It's amazing.
Love them shoes.
Baby, these shoes.
The shoes.
Up next is Danny Beard. This is cute.
Yeah.
I just love this body shape on Danny. Like, this is her silhouette, and she knows it.
Yes.
She knows it. It looks good.
And Danny said, I'm going to give you mustache.
Yes. The only thing, I really wish she would embrace the beard. A lot of times it's hidden.
Right.
Like, if the beard would have been pink too, I think that would have really took this to the next level. Up next is Jonber'S blonde. Girl, what was this?
I don't know.
There was no need to do this because this was not a reveal. You were just holding up your skirt, honey. This was cute. This was cute. But I was just like, girl, there's no need. I'm like, girl, we could tell you're just going to let that go. But yeah, this is cute, but there was no need for that first part. None. Like if you just came out and hit a little twirl and a little swirl and walk down the runway. Let me quit reading that, girl. Yeah, but a little twirl and a little swirl, honey. And then you would have came down. That would have been cute. Up next is LaFille. Here's my thing. I think I would have liked this if we just didn't see Precious, Paul, and Nicole do this.
Right.
And in my opinion, Precious did it better.
Facts.
So it's just like it's good. It's good, but it's not what Precious did. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We just saw it a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago.
I miss Drag Race Philippines. I really do. I really enjoyed the Philippines. I really did. But yeah, so like we just saw but it's still good. It's just we just I know she can't control that. She didn't know Paula was gonna bring that, honey. But it's just we just seen it. Just seen it.
Yeah, because Precious, Paul, and Nicole's tent was a lot better.
I agree.
Yes.
So here are our 7 amazing queens. Who had your favorite look of the week?
Cheddar.
I agree. Cheddar Gorgeous really just did that. Cheddar Gorgeous.
Because I like the sportiness of it. It's something different because it stands out. Even though it's a dark color, it stands out amongst the everybody on that stage. Like, yeah.
I was sitting here thinking of a tickled pink. I probably would have tried to pull off a Pink Panther look. I would have been like, yeah. Or give you Beyonce, Check Up On It music video.
Ooh.
Baby,
which is also from Pink Panther.
And which is from Pink Panther, but I think I would have gave him that jumpsuit, that nasty jumpsuit that she had the slit here. Baby.
Oh my goodness.
Wig. Oh, y'all would have been sick of me.
Ooh.
And knowing me, I probably would have did the Check Up On It as I was walking this part. I would have. You gonna check up on this, okay?
Pretty in Pink. What would I have done? I don't know.
But we find out that Dakota and Danny, I forgot the baby's name for a second, are safe, leaving us 5 people on the stage. UK, for some reason, does not like to critique more than 6 queens at a time. Because, in the US, they start critiquing everybody around the 7 or 8 queen mark.
Right.
But for some reason, when they get to the 7 queens, they always make 2 queens go to the back. And this has happened with Snatch Game before. Because I'm sorry, you could have sent Danny by herself. Because I do agree Danny was the safe spot. But Dakota should have stayed on that stage to get some praise. Because she did an amazing job. Yes. And I'm like, it would have been funny seeing moments of Danny by herself sipping on her drink like, well, you know what I'm saying? I always enjoy those moments when it's just one queen and untucked. I'm like, that's funny. And I feel like you really took a moment away from Dakota so she couldn't get her shine. Like she deserved to get some shines for that pink burns, honey. That was really good. But we find out that the winner this week is Cheddar Gorgeous. Woo! Do we agree with this win? Yeah. I do too. I think she did the best in the Snatch Game and she did the best on the runway. So good job. But we find out that our bottom 2 is Black Pepper and LaFille. Do you agree? Yeah. Unfortunately, I agree as well. Although Pixie did bad, did better than these 2. You know what I'm saying?
Because she at least got a couple chuckles.
Yeah, so like the first time she made the diamond joke, I'm like, oh, that's cute. Okay. And then she kept making the diamonds joke. I'm like, oh.
Right. And there's that whole rule of 3 thing. You can only make the joke.
Oh my goodness. I did a whole paper in college about the rule of 3. So it's just like, I fully understand. And for some reason, I remember that paper. I don't have access to it, but I remember it. But I know my professor kept it because as afterwards, when he was handing everybody their paper back, he held on to mine and said this was the best paper he has read in many years. And with the grammatical errors, because I missed a few commas and I had a few run-ons, I should have got a B on it, but he gave me the A+ because of how amazing my paper was. Because I even brought up Hamlet, because they had the three witches.
Yes.
I went in on that power of three paper, okay?
Hey.
And he said he asked if he could keep a copy of it so that he could show that as an example. I'm not sure if he still does, but if you do, honey, yeah, that's my paper. Y'all looking at it as a reference. It's mine.
Tis me.
This me,
I'm
Desmond
him.
Tanner. This is the Desmond Tanner y'all hear about. This is I. This is him. Okay.
Yes.
But anyway.
As Taylor Swift say, you're the problem.
Yeah. Oh my! I still need to listen to that album. I'm terrible. I need to sit down and listen. There's so many albums I need to listen to. Taylor, Megan, Tove Lo. Somebody else dropped an album. And Carly Rae Jepsen.
Rihanna.
She only released a song, and I've already listened to that, honey. I can listen to a song real quick. Let me jump. Lift Me Up is everything too, honey. Lift Me Up. It hits. And I'm like, this is a lovely tribute to Chadwick. But anyway, back to Drag Race UK. They are lip syncing to the legendary song Stop by Spice Girls.
Yes.
I'm still waiting for Wannabe. Like, I know y'all got the money for it because we just seen y'all use it for Celebrity Drag Race. So we know y'all got the money for it. Stop playing with me. Give them Wannabe. Shoot. Gonna make me act funny up in here. But anyway, they did Stop by the Spice Girls, one of my faves. So what do we think of this lip sync performance?
I don't think it was close at all. Like I knew Peppa had this.
And see, I disagree. I think this first half of this performance, Black Peppa was getting ate alive by LaFille. She was doing so. It just seemed like Black Peppa didn't know what to do with this song.
Right.
And like this move, like typically I love this, but I'm like, that don't fit the song. Like, why are you doing that here?
It was a lot of tricks.
And LaFille, even she got tricky towards the end, but still, it was just like, what are we doing here? But LaFille was really embodying the song. I was having a good time. I'm like, okay, honey, I see what we're doing.
It was good till
it was good. Hold on. Well, I got it. Hold on. But yeah, this split, Peppa, what are you doing? We're talking about stop right now, and you going to a split? What? I can understand at the end when they go, thank you very much, and split.
Wow.
Right there. That would have been just fine. But yeah, hold on. Here we go. This is where LaFille lost the lip sync.
Yep.
When she took off her shoes. Like, girl, what did you do? I'm like, you were doing such a good job. And I know she had like leaves or something in there that she was shaking out. But I'm like, that's not the big gag you think it is.
Exactly.
Like, honestly, you was winning this lip sync up until this moment. And I was like, oh, you finna go. Baby, RuPaul don't like that when you take off your shoes. Baby.
Look, did you get the screenshot of Ruth's face when it fell?
No, I didn't. I thought about it because I paused it on her face. So I'm like, should I get this screenshot? Should I get it? But I didn't. I didn't, honey. But yeah, the end was just a mess on both ends, really. But I truly feel like, but Peppa did pick it up here. I'm like, okay, Peppa. Okay,
she was like, oh, she lost. Okay, now I can give it my all.
Yeah. So just like, yeah. Mel B was living though, so that was nice.
The whole time.
She was living, but she was also living when she was on Drag Race US as well. She was living during that lip sync as well. But RuPaul made the decision that Black Peppa will be staying in this competition. Do you agree?
After LaFille took her shoes off, yes.
Oh yeah, I fully agree. I feel like LaFille was winning up until that moment, and then that was when Peppa really started shining. So yeah, I do agree with Peppa winning.
Look at Peppa's makeup.
Keep your shoes on, queens.
Shoes, wigs, unless you have a reveal.
And trust me, I imagine it is very uncomfortable to dance in those heels. Trust me, I understand. But you know how RuPaul feels about that. You know, at this point, we've had 50 seasons of Drag Race. You know RuPaul does not like a bald nor a barefooted queen.
Nope.
So please keep it on. Keep it on. Okay.
Keep on keeping on.
But that means we have to say goodbye to LaFille.
Yeah.
There she go, leaving her message.
Mm-hmm.
And we find out next week we're doing the makeover challenge. Woo, 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 woo. I'm super excited because, you know, they haven't done a makeover challenge, I think, since season 1.
Right.
Did they do one for season 3?
Nope. Because they were still in COVID.
I'm trying to think. No, I don't think they did. I think you're right. I don't think they did. But yeah, they're going to do a head-to-toe drag makeover over people. Hold on, they said it. This week we'll be giving a group of selfless ladies that hold your hand every high heel step of this competition. So I'm thinking these might be some producers on the show
Well, yeah.
because they hold their hand every step of this competition. So maybe they're their story.
Oh, maybe
producers.
it's their handlers.
Yeah, like yeah. Oh, that'll be so cute. That'll be so cute. I would love that. But yeah, Raven, who apparently is back in dark mode, will be there next week. You know, when she popped up on UK7, I'm like, not UK7, on All Star 7, I'm like, oh, okay, there's that white woman we know. But yeah, she's back in dark mode. Next week we are joined by Boy George, which
who was also really great in concert.
Michelle Visage is there, but did you see this online?
No.
Oh, due to unforeseen circumstances that was out of everyone's hands, RuPaul will not be joining them on the main stage next week.
Oh no.
That is her exact words, that RuPaul will not be joining. What I said, she said RuPaul will not be joining us. Michelle will be making the decisions.
Oh no.
Yes. So I'm intrigued. I'm like, what happened, Ru? I hope, you know, at first I was thinking maybe the Big C, and I'm like, oh no, did the Big C get Ru?
Mm-hmm.
But what if it's just this one day? I'm like, well, maybe, you know, there was some bad food poisoning. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened? Like, I imagine we probably will never know, but I'm just sitting there. If it's just this one day, then I'm gonna think, oh, it might have been like a 24-hour bug situation where RuPaul just couldn't.
Right.
But say if RuPaul's not in the next episode at all, I'm gonna think the Big C. I really am. But we'll have to see. But yeah, Michelle will be making the decisions. Well, welcome to the main stage of RuPaul's Drag Race UK. Due to the circumstances beyond anyone's control, RuPaul will not be able to join them tonight. So she even showed her saying sashay away. I'm like, okay. You know, she had a little taste. If you remember Canada season 1, the guest judges would be the one to say, it's time to lip sync, you know, Shantae, you stay, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So she got a little taste there. Now she's here in the UK. It's just a matter of time before she do it in the US.
Hey.
And, you know, this opens the door to, like, you know, what if RuPaul decides to
retire?
What if RuPaul decides to sit down? And a lot of people think that they have, Bob the drag queen is one of them, that they've been grooming Raven to take over. And I'm like, oh, it makes sense. But I would really love to see a fan favorite season of All Stars, winners, fan favorites, you know, people who everybody loves, have them come back and compete. And then right at the end, not only are they winning the money and the title, but they're also offered a job as the new host of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Of the show.
But then again, they should announce that in the beginning. Be like, hey, because you don't want that to be a surprise, because what if the winner don't want it? Be like, oh no. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no. No, I don't want to do that. No,
I needed the money, not the job.
Not a job, okay? But yeah, so this kind of opens the door to, like, you know, what can happen next. Yeah, so I'm interested to see Michelle in that main judge spot. It's gonna be weird seeing her sitting in RuPaul's chair though. I'm like, why are you in Ru's spot? Kind of like Sheldon, you're in my spot.
But then there'd be a big old hole.
I know it will, but it's just.
Do you think we're gonna get Alan and?
No, Raven's actually gonna be on the judging panel next week. Yeah, so it's going to be Michelle, Raven, Graham, and then Boy George.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And Raven was in dark mode at the judges table. But honey, that is Drag Race UK. I'm intrigued to see next week. I really am.
Mhm.
And I'm intrigued to see how the rest of the season go. Cause like they're towards the end. Like we don't have too many episodes left.
And this season seemed to have gone really fast.
Honestly, a lot of these non-US seasons have flown by because the US decides they want to hold their seasons for half a year.
Right.
And then the other one's like, 10 weeks, 9 weeks, 6 weeks,
8
and then
weeks.
8 weeks, and then moving on.
Yes.
US, no, we're gonna hold you for half a year. Mm-hmm.
Yes, 13 weeks.
And then we're gonna hit you with an all-stars. That's another 12 weeks. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna see how next week's go. I'm super excited to see how everything plays out. But I believe it's time to wrap things up here because we are both very hungry. And I have other
Yes,
things
and very
that must
tired.
be done. So, Carisha
Yes.
May, where can they find you on all social media platforms?
You and this random middle name. You can find me at Cresha McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see y'all next week. Bye.